Hey eBay sellers, it's Suzanne A. Wells. Thank you for coming back for another video. This is video number 241, and this is kind of a rant today, but I also want to just explain this because as soon as somebody finds out I sell on eBay, this is usually the first thing out of their mouth is about these Disney Black Diamond VHS tapes. So I just want to put this out on the internet so you can refer to it when people ask you this, or if you didn't know. This whole thing about these videos selling for thousands and thousands of dollars is just not real. If you are not familiar with Disney Black Diamond, it's these VHS tapes that have this black diamond logo on the spine. It says the classics, and there's only a certain number of them in this collection, but they're usually the older ones, the one of the like the movies that were first made, like Bambi and Dumbo and that kind of thing. So I did an article on my balance column about this, and this whole thing got started back in 2006 when this site called Tech Times reported that sale prices were in the thousands for one VHS tape. And the problem is that the person who did this article and wrote all this information didn't know how to navigate eBay. What he did was he looked at asking prices, excuse me, and that's not sale prices. So that was his first error. It's just like putting your house on the market. You can ask $1 million, but it doesn't mean someone's going to pay that. So that was his first error. Then he's writing here about how Beauty and the Beast is going for under $10,000, and he's reporting all this information as if it's real. So that's where this came from. Now, I have a theory about this. I can't prove any of this, but I've looked at this and I'm going to show you how I came up with my theory. But this is all fake. This is absolutely not real. One thing that happens on eBay is money laundering, which means that people who are doing illegal transactions, selling weapons, selling drugs, whatever they're doing, and they don't want cash tied to that transaction, they don't want to deal with large amounts of cash, or they're not meeting face to face, they're using another platform to get money from one person to another. That's what money laundering is. So I think these sales are prearranged. Like, oh, I'm going to put this video up for sale, and you go on my account and buy it, and then you PayPal me, and then I'll deliver whatever it is they're actually selling. It's just a front for what they're doing. Or people are just doing it as a joke. They're just putting it up for sale. Their friend goes on and buys it. They never pay for it, and it just is recorded in eBay as a sold listing. So, this is just not real. I hope this video reaches the right people because it's just everywhere I go, people think this is a thing. And if it were, we'd all be millionaires by now because a lot of homes in America and around the world have so many of these Disney videos that if this was true, everybody would have plenty of money and, be rich. These are the actual selling prices of some of the Black Diamond videos. Dumbo, $49, Alice in Wonderland, $40. I went through and found the highest prices for a lot of these videos, and it's just not holding up. So I want to show you on eBay. I did a search for Disney Black Diamond VHS and 774 results for sold listings. So let's go to this one. It shows it sold for $14,000. Okay. If we go look at the listing, it's not an auction. That's your first clue that this is fake. Because if it was truly rare and in high demand, this person would have run an auction and had multiple bidders bidding on this item to run the price up. And that is not the case. Also, the seller here has not a very high feedback score, so that shows me they're really not they're not that experienced. Okay, so let's go down to the listing. Everything looks fine here. Let's go look at the seller a little bit closer. Um, they have all good feedback. It looks like they sell a lot of videos and electronic type stuff, but for lower prices, 7.95, 7.95. They're not selling super high-end collectible, super expensive things. So that's another clue that this is not a legitimate listing. It's just my opinion. Okay, let's go look at another one. Here's a Beauty and the Beast that supposedly sold for almost $7,500. And again, it was a buy it now. I mean, obviously, you can sell collectibles on buy it now, but it's been my experience, if you are a true collector and you have something that's truly rare, you're going to put it on an auction, maybe start at a higher price, but you're going to let the market determine what it is really worth. So, and there's no proof, there's no way we can even know if this was paid for. It just says it was a sold listing. And then we have the Rescuers that sold for 3,000 supposedly. And if we go on here, again, it is not an auction, it is a buy it now, which to me says it's a prearranged sale. They're just using eBay as a platform to trade money, to transfer money from one person to another as a legitimate transaction. Then we get down to more reasonable priced items. 250 for Pinocchio, that's believable. Then we have lots of them, put all together. So when you see, there's only 3 of these black diamond videos that sold in the thousands, that they're outliers. That's not what's really going on. 3 out of 774 is such a tiny percentage that you know this is not a real thing. Something else is going on here. So I encourage you to think about this when you see this type of thing and you're doing your research and you've got a large number of sold listings and just only a few with very high prices. It is my opinion something else is going on here. This is a prearranged sale. This is a joke. It's not real. So hopefully people who think that they're going to become millionaires selling Disney Black Diamond video, let me tell you, if this was true, if this was the case, I'd be a millionaire right now sitting on the beach somewhere, because it is absolutely not true. So, what is your opinion? What have you heard about this circulating in your eBay groups or on the internet? It's really all over the place, and I have to laugh that people actually believe this because it's just really far-fetched. So, that is my rant for the day. Thanks for watching. Have a great day on eBay. Bye.